Alright, Rakataya Hawa, Rakataya Hawa Shai, Rakataya Hawa, Rakataya Hawa Shai, Rakataya Hawa, Rakataya Hawa Shai, Call Halayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Achakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who taught us the truth. Honors and salutations to us, say I came throughout the four corners of the earth, laboring and honesty, sincerity, charity, sound doctrine. Alright? To the Ahwathim and the children that believe on the true names of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he's the deliverer. He's going to deliver us out of this captivity. My name is Makal Bungab and Yasharala. That's right, we're in Philadelphia, and we sitting here, just going over, watching videos, brainstorming, trying to come up with a topic for a video. And we seen a lot of things about order, man. That was like the meat of the conversation, So we figured, hop on here. And this basically for like a lot of younger brothers coming in, because you might see it's a lot of stumbling blocks out there and different camps that's set up, and some younger brothers be running some of these camps, and they never been in an environment of being under an elder, a real live elder, man.
Or no instruction.
Yeah, that's right, structure, man. So they get out there and do whatever the hell they want, man. You can't just watch a couple videos or see brothers out there on the highways and hedges and think that you could come out there and do that shit yourself. It's a whole spirit about that, man. And brothers that's really like seasoned in this thing, man, they look right through that shit, man. So you gotta be you gotta be mindful, man. When you going to look for these camps and all that, you just can't run and jump up in any camp because you see a whole group of men out there. And plus, first of all, gain is not godliness, man. And you better check the track record of these different camps, man, and these different groups, and to see what those men are really about, man. Just like if you go buy a car, what you do, you do the research on it,
right,
where it came from. Like even if you was going to get a dog and you wanted a certain breed, you want to know who's breeding it, where it came from, what's the background of it, the mother, the father, and all that, man. You just don't jump out there blindly, man. Have one conversation with a dude, because we got a lot of dudes in Israel just coming out the woodworks, man. You don't know who these dudes are, man.
Breaking down scriptures wrong.
Yeah, man.
And you were speaking about that earlier, if I may,
right,
how, you gotta, when you read in the scriptures, you gotta know what that chapter is talking about to understand that precept. Because I know Isaiah spoke about precept upon precept, but
right, bro.
You gotta dissect the whole chapter to understand that precept.
That's right.
What that prophet was talking about, who he was talking to. You know what I mean? Because if not, then you're just gonna follow along of whatever any man says and brings out according to the scripture. You're gonna just be a parrot and not really. That's why the Lord said, "What blessed is he that read."
That's right, bro.
Because that's how you. That's also order, because that's how you build up.
That's right.
You know what? Before I go out to teach, let me read for myself and study. The scripture tells you study that. You gotta study to show yourself approved. Show to who? Not only to the Lord, but to those that may stumble upon you.
That's right.
The fruits of the works, the fruits of your doings.
That's like prime example, like any type of sport you play, you have to practice that sport, man. You just don't get out there and go on the court and do it. Matter of fact, if you do that shit, you get out there and go on the court and do whatever the hell you want. Guess what, man? You gonna jeopardize your whole team, man. You're gonna jeopardize your whole team for winning. And being in the camp and being in this truth, you want what? A team, man. On whose team? Your Yahweh Shem Shai's team, and your main goal is what? To try to make it out of here. And we're striving to be the hopeful elect, man. But go ahead, bro. We got some precepts.
There's 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 40. It says, "Let all things be done indecently and in order."
That's right, man. Let things be all things, man. And brothers forget about that, all things, man. And that's just in the truth. and the aspects in your life, because this truth is what? That's your life, man. You know, that's your life. When you step into this truth, that becomes your life. Nothing else matters, man. You know, so you have to be in order when you come into this thing. The brother put his precept up there, but you gotta be you have to be in order, man. You know, you don't just come off the street. You know, like don't nobody just come, you know, stand on the side and pull out a garment out their bag and hop on the side and start teaching them brothers, man.
Right. You
know, you have to get, like the brother put up there, it's the milk, man. You know, you have to, just like you have a infant, a newborn child that just come out the mom's vagina. You don't get that baby no fucking steak. You know, because what's going to happen? You're going to kill that baby, man. You know? So you got these dudes that come and think, yo, they watch one video, 2 videos, they might watch videos for 3 months, maybe possibly even 6 months, and then go out there and try to do their own thing. You know? That's not going to work, man. And then you might get a camp formed together, and if it, first and foremost, if Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua did not form your group or your camp, and that's where it comes from, man. You know, it comes according to the spirit. It's going to break up. It's going to fall apart, man. You know, because I've seen men go and just grab random dudes and try to put them together, and it never works, man. You know? So you have to, hey, man, this thing is about order, man.
And if I may add,
go ahead, brother.
Baba Kashai, that's also with dealing with a family. We're like a family. That's so right. if you to them brothers that, you know, brothers out there, or whoever believes and stumble upon this video, you gotta have structure and order upon your own household, because the scriptures tell you not to be aligned in that own house.
That's right.
So you can't just be like, yo, I'm in this truth, I'm gonna just talk to my woman how I want, treat my kids. Nah, because the Lord could jack your shit up like that, man.
That's right.
You know, you gotta set order in that house. Know how to treat your woman. Know how to, you know, raise your children. Because, you know, they're supposed to be a reflection of you, just like how we're a reflection of Yahweh Shah as a family, because he adopted us back. Bringing us what? Back in order. You know what I mean? So.
Yo, and to start off with your house, that starts with yourself. You know? Prime example, you can't put nobody else in order if you're not in order yourself. You know? So with that house, that's starting with you.
I got something.
Go ahead, bro.
Here's Proverbs chapter 20, verse 11. It says, even a child is known by his doings, whether his work be pure and whether it be right.
That's right. Go. Damn. That's heavy. Read that one more time, bro. Sorry.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 11. It says, even a child is known by his doings.
That's right. So a child is known by his doings, man. So you have children out here, you know if a child is sincere, if they sincerely made a mistake, or they did it to be smart, or they did it to be, you know, on purpose and shit. You know, a child is known by his doings. Just like what, that case in point, you got fucking Dennis the Menace, man. You know, he run around and you know he doing that shit to be, like, that's just what he do.
Malicious.
Yeah, exactly. He goes around being malicious. He's not pure in heart, man. And you might actually have a child that just stumbles a lot, man. You know, but you have to train that child, man. You know, put that child in order. So when you come into this truth, you have to come up underneath somebody that's already in order and have structure already set up. You know? And you learn from the men, and once you learn from the men, you never disrespect them. You know? Like what it say, never bite the hand that feeds you. Especially if that hand is giving you pure knowledge and pure truth. You know? But you have dudes that do that. They learn from brother, go behind their back, talking shit about them. You know, backbiting. And then you got to shave off that old man too, man. You know?
Yeah.
But this thing, that's why the whole thing of the day is order, man. You know, and then also you're going to have order. You're going to have order in Jacob's trouble, man. Because how the hell you going to survive it? Of course, ultimately it comes from having faith in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. You know? Ultimately. Right? So, but just like in the wilderness before, because we're about to be right back in the wilderness again. So the first time with Moses, when he was leading us in the wilderness, they had to be in order. Why though? Because Moses was sitting in the seat to rule Israel at the time, to lead them out of that captivity. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua put it on Moses to do that. So everybody had to listen to him. Why? Because the orders was given to Moses by Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, and he gave them to Israel, man.
if I may add, there's even going to be order in the kingdom.
That's right.
When Yahushua come back, there's going to be an elect within the elect. You know, just like how there's order within the government, if you want to go that route. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You have levels. You know what I'm saying? And
that's right, bro.
You just gotta be well instructed, and that scripture where it speaks about roughly paraphrasing, experiences being thy greatest teacher. You know, you can't really know how to really have your path in order and instructed if you haven't really gone through certain shit.
That's right, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because like you know when a brother's really gone through something. You know, the spirit bear witness to that.
That's right, bro.
You know what I mean? So it's like, that's why when we read the scriptures, it tells you all scriptures given, it tells you, what is it, Romans 15:4? Was written aforetime, was written for our learning. So, because what? The prophets that we're reading about that went through those experiences, we're reading about what? Their testimonies. Every brother got their own testimonies that can tell. Some brothers been through things that other brothers didn't do.
That's right.
That's why you go through what? Counsel, man.
That's right. Counsel.
So you go to a brother and be like, hey, I need wise counsel. What should I do with this man or this situation?
That's
I know
right,
you've been through that. You know what I mean? Hit me with a little jewel so I can know. So the older brother's supposed to be his to counsel the younger brother and be like, look, don't even do that, through experiences, you know what I mean? So that's what levels out the church. And there's a lot of churches that don't have order in their congregation, man.
That's right, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
I got something,
Matter
brother.
of fact, that goes into the precept you just read, too.
Yeah, exactly.
About the child being known. Oh, Shalom, Akim, Yahbashim, Shabbat.
Shalom, Yahbashim, Shabbat, to the brothers on the common board. This is Proverbs 19:20. It says, hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end.
So you're supposed to what? Hear counsel, man. You know?
That's,
and you what we doing, brother, when the brother going off or something like that, you do what? You hold counsel with that brother. You know? Why? Because you chastise them out of love. Like, you can chastise a brother with compassion. You don't gotta be like, nigga, fuck you, you went off, you bitch ass nigga, fuck that. No, you're not supposed to do that to your brother, man. That's like that. So if you judge a brother like that, speak to your brothers like that, imagine how your Yahweh outside gonna speak to you, man. In that time, just when they say judge not, at least you be judging that same manner. Roughly paraphrasing, I probably jacked it all up, but that's like how it's going down,
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
That's right, brother. Because you can harm a dude like that's sincere, man, or hurting. Like you, not hurting, man. That's for lack of better terms. You say something and he'll really feel it, like damn. So that'll be like that sword hit me, man. Dude, and you don't even gotta raise your voice and I'm like, yo, brother, you did this, that, and that brother's sincere. You gonna be like, oh shit, bro, y'all fucked up. But then you'll have other brothers, when you tell them, yo, bro, you know what you did was wrong. It's, oh, nah, man. But, yo, did you see what so-and-so and that did? They try to spin it, So they spin artists. They know they don't want to be in order. And a dude like that will never be in order, man.
That's right.
Unless he repents, man. Salaki, go ahead.
No, Salaki. I didn't mean to cut you off. Even while we speaking, you see, we say Salakia because we know we got to be in order. What is that? Sirach 11, where it tells you not to speak over a man while he's speaking. The Lord deals with literally everything because there's a scripture that says a false balance is abomination to the Lord.
Right, brother.
So being in order also keeps you in balance, keeps you stable. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time.
That's right, man.
Because you know the balance, you know how to conduct at a certain manner, And Paul knew that. That's why he said, to those that are of the law, I became under the law. Those that are of the faith, I became under the faith. Because he knew not every man spoke in the same way. And you know what I mean? There's men that speaking out in a very aggressive tone. There's men that holds their tongue back like Moses. You know what I mean? But you got to be wise enough to understand the situations that unfold before you. You know what I mean? Even King Solomon, brother, when the two women came up and they were claiming that both women were claiming that the children was theirs. And King Solomon dealt with things in a constructive manner. You know, knowing how the women were going to react by what he said. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to bring this out. I'm going to read this again. Proverbs chapter 20 verse, 19 verse 11 is, Salaki. Proverbs 19 verse 20. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand.
God, one of them devices that's in a man's heart. One of them is pride, man. You know, you got a lot of prideful brothers out here that they tend to bring in that old man into the truth. You know, like when you come into this thing, you gotta be like a newborn baby. It's like I'm gonna tell my testimony how when I came in, man. I came in holding signs, man, holding posts. I wasn't coming speaking, you know, and I did that for like a year, man. And guess what? I was content with doing that, cause I was like the dude that wanted to be behind the scene. Like, oh man, when I remember the first time they called me to speak, I'm like, oh shit. Like I got so used to just standing there holding signs, because guess you still prophesying. Because you got the brother that's speaking, and whatever he's speaking about, you holding that sign, man. You know, and that's showing humbleness too, man. Because you got dudes that like maybe in the world they thought they might have been somebody. You know what I'm saying? So they come into this truth thinking that they still on that level. Like it's a type of ball game like that. No, this is completely different, man. You know, because you working for who? Yahweh Shem Shah, man.
That's right.
You know.
That's
so
right.
that's why you have to be in order. And when you come in, you don't come in with no big head like you know everything, man. That's like what the scriptures talk about. You can't put old wine in new bottles, man. You know, because it'll make the bottle fucking break. And you got dudes that they literally break down, man, because they can't take it. They start bugging out, teaching other doctrines. You know, looking at different, bro. Oh, you're a man pleaser. Yo, the Lord, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah is not going to come down here personally and tell you, yo, this is the order for you. You got to know through the Spirit, man. You know, and by the way, how the Lord sets up the order. And being a spiritual man, you can see that. But you got some dudes that want that power seat. They want to sit in the seat of Moses, where Apostle Tahar sits at right now. You know? So that's where you get your other, I'm going to say your other camps, you know, that teach other doctrines. That try to go against the doctrine of Yahweh Shah, which comes from the, I believe comes from the apostles and others at Great Millstone, man. Go ahead, brother.
Since you mentioned that, I got the book of Acts, chapter 5, and verse 38. It says, "And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone.
God,
for if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught."
Matter of fact,
so that counsel, a lot of men build their foundation upon precepts of men, doctrines of men, pleasers. You know, so it's not the foundation of the Lord. It's not the high tower of Yahweh Yahushua. They're building it on sand. Huh? Acts 5:38. You know? So therefore what? It says if this counsel be of men, it will not stand.
That's right.
Just like the counsel of the government, they're not gonna stand. Why? Because what? They divided amongst each other.
That's right.
You know, they have conflict. There's envy. There's strife. That's what happened with Cain and Abel.
That's right.
You know, he envied his brother. He was jealous. So you can't be, jealous or mad. You can't let your emotions get involved with basically just dealing with the word of the Lord, because now that's just the spirit of man.
That's right, brother.
Being of the flesh and not of the spirit. That's carnal minded.
I just wanted to do real quick. That word in that text, refrain. I'm not even going to butcher the word in the Greek. I'm gonna just read the definitions. All right, it says to make stand off, cause to withdraw, to remove, to excite, to revolt, to stand off, to stand aloft, to go away, to depart from anyone, to desert, withdraw from one, to fall away become faithless.
To fall away.
Yeah, become faithless. To shun, flee from.
That's like during the time of Moses.
That's right, bro.
When men they became faithless.
That's
they
right,
became faint-hearted.
Gone.
You know.
So read that one more time, Baba Bashar.
It is Acts chapter 5 verse 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. And
that's crazy, right? What me and the brother was talking about earlier, man, when you see these different groups and all that, if these groups are set up by Yahweh Shah, they're gonna stand, man. So what you do, you might hear them, you know, they do out of orderly, disorderly things. You know, they teach different doctrines, you know. Okay, through the spirit, you get on them, man. Just like the Apostle, I was a great millstone. You do a video. You don't even sometimes you don't even gotta mention certain dudes' names, man. You just do a lesson on what they went off on just for the edification of Israel, and you keep it pushing. Why? Because that's your job. You let them do what they doing. Like what it's saying in the scriptures in Revelation, I believe. Then him that is wicked, let him be wicked still. You know, him that is unjust, let him be unjust still. You know, you don't gotta go physically approach that man. No, what you do, you're a defender of what? The gospel. So you defend the gospel by doing your videos and putting out the correct information on that. You know?
And also, if I may add, Slaki, there's an instructive way to deal with brothers that go off. You can't just, oh, he went off, now I'm gonna make a video. Oh, this nigga, he's a nigga. Nah. The scriptures tell you to confront your faults one to another.
That's right, bro.
Personally. And if the brother don't take heed, right, then you go rebuke him. But if he does take heed, the scriptures say what? Then you have gained a brother.
That's right, bro.
But if the brother don't listen, he want to be hard-headed.
That's right.
Then it's like, look, you know, I told you, the blood is off my hands. You know, now you want to be disobedient, not of me, not of us, but what thou sayest.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So then you may bring up that testimony according to the video if you want to. You know, that's not really a commandment.
That's right.
You know, but there's order into dealing with men that do disobey. And, you know what I mean? Not, oh, I'm going to make a video, this nigga did this. Like, nah, you don't do that.
Yep. That's like some rap battle shit.
Because there may be proselytes that believe and listen to what you say and not know who you talking about.
That's right, yeah.
You know, so everything has to be done in clarification and edification.
That's right, decently in order.
You know?
Yo, and let's get that last word, naught. Which is, so if it's not a Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, it's going to become a naught. It says to dissolve, disunite. Alright, what has been joined together to destroy, demolish, man. Alright, metaphorically overthrow, render vain, deprive of success, bring to naught, man. So it's gonna come to nothing, man. So hey, man, that's what I tell you, man. You resist the devil and he shall flee you, man. You know? But that's another topic. We just want to stay on this order situation, man. You know, like you got brothers in camps and everything. Yo, first of all, the structure of a camp, man, you have brothers. If you got more than 5 men, you know, even if you got 4 men, you gotta have a cameraman, you gotta have a reader, you gotta have a speaker. If you have signs, you gotta have a man holding signs, you gotta have a man holding posts, man. You know, that's order, man, that's structure. You know, you just can't have just men standing around looking like nothing, man. This is yeah, exactly. This is a business, man. What Yahweh Shah say? He's about his father's business, man. So you take this thing seriously. You don't come to camp just sit there, back on the wall, looking all around and shit. You know, just looking and then see, and that's where it comes from. You have to be in order because you have to been under some order to know these things, man. You know, to be able to lead men, man. You know, when you look at let's talk about an army. You know, look at the Chinese army, man. You know, and the way they march, foot up. They in sync, man. You know, so how much more Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's army, man? Them dudes look professional. They look like they not taking no shit, man. You know? So when you come out down the highways and hedges, you supposed to have that same mentality, man. Because we are what? Soldiers in the army of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man.
Two precepts.
Go ahead, brother.
This is, I'm going to bring this out real quick about men speaking over each other at camp.
That's right, brother.
This is the book of Sirach 11 and verse 8. It says, answer not before thou hast heard the cause.
That's right.
And that's also dealing with things in order. Because the scriptures say, the simple believe it every word.
That's right. Oh, shit. Not either.
You know, so the simple believe of every word.
That's right, come.
You know, but if you're a wise man, you're going to hear both sides of the matter.
That's right.
You're going to understand the whole cause.
That's right. Yo,
it says,
because you're supposed to hear the whole matter before you make a judgment, period.
It's a wise judge, right?
That's right. Go ahead, brother.
So it says, Sirach 11 and 8, answer not before thou hast heard the cause. Neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk.
That's right. That's like a dialogue, man. Like a real righteous man, you know, like just for edification of the camera. Like that's the purpose of you having a speaker, man. You know?
Yeah.
And then you might have a brother, the spirit might hop on another brother, and you can tell how the spirit ping with them brothers, man. But for the most part, whoever's speaking, somebody comes up to talk. They want to what? They want to what? Address the man that's speaking. And then you can't have a dude on the sideline, oh nah, that's not order, man. You know? Now, you know, if the spirit hops on you, however it works, you know, the brother might turn you or whatever, like, yo, but for the most part, you have to let the spirit work, man. Because what you might be thinking, that man might say the same thing. And I've seen instances of that happen, man. When I be with the DTA, man, you know, and I'm thinking something, I'll be like, but the spirit like, nah, chill. And 2 seconds later, the elder to Zion want to say the same thing I was thinking. And I'm like, hey, man, that's how the spirit works. But you have to go through those experiences to know that. You got some dudes that just want to be on camera, man. You know, want to be heard. You know, fucking babies, man.
And also when you deal with people that come up, whether it's scoffers, you know, and I feel victim of this as well. You know, you wanna try to teach that person or you know, it just but I learned from it. You know, this whole thing is about growing.
That's right, bro.
Because if you're not growing and you staying stagnant from like 3 years before you came in this truth and you still the same way, it's like, how are you literally walking in Yahushua?
That's right, brother.
Because it's literally applying what you read. It's not just, 1 Corinthians, and then, and then behind the cameras, it's like, whatever, you know, wait till next week. Like, nah. You know, you literally have to apply this to everything.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
And when you,
all aspects of life.
And when you go through experiences, you realize, I know how to handle that, or I know how to, you know what I mean? But going back to dealing with camp, when you deal with scoffers, a lot of men can't just jump in the mix.
That's right.
Because that causes confusion.
That's right.
And what did the Lord say? I'm not the author of confusion. So when there is confusion, that should show, that's demons involved.
That's right. That's right.
The Lord is not the author of confusion.
That's right, brother.
You see?
That's right.
So once you know, all right, there's confusion going on, let's step back, let's analyze the entire picture.
That's right.
And then reconstruct what's going on here.
That's right.
You know?
And that's the purpose, Salaki, bro.
No, you got it, brother.
But that's the purpose of you having councils too. And you supposed to interact amongst your men. You know, not just at camp, man.
That's right.
You know, you can come to camp and just let's talk. Nah, man, like that's your brother, that's your family, man. You know, so it's, if you got a family, you supposed to know how your family members are going to act, man. They supposed to know how you're going to act, man. You know.
I appreciate it.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37, and verse 23. It says, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord.
There you go. Read that one more time, man.
Psalms 37, verse 23. It says, the steps of a man are ordered by the Lord.
That's right. The steps of a man are ordered by the Lord, man. All right. So we look at the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, you know, being the heads of Israel right now, you know, and through their experiences, because they're all on camera, and how they conduct themselves at camp, and how they rule Israel. That's why we say they rule well, man. You know, because when something's brought up the pipeline of them, they want to make a harsh decision to cut you off or whatever. Why? Because they set up men. It's a chain of command. It's a thing called order. So if something has to get to them, that means it's real serious. If you can't handle something, like the scriptures say, man, don't you know that you're going to judge angels? Yo, how much the smaller matters, man. You know? How can't you deal with something as small as that? So that's why you have to be in order. If you see how those men conduct themselves in the camp, in the main, and they're the apostles, that's how you conduct yourself, man. You know? You don't just go out there and do your own thing. And that's what you have a lot of confusion. Like the brother brought out, man. And anytime confusion's involved, that's Satan, man. You know? And Satan loves confusion. To have brothers at each other's neck and all that.
Right.
Like,
right.
Yo, just because you see something, men do something, don't mean everybody can do it. Everybody is not set up to be a speaker. You know, everybody's not set up to be a prophet. Everybody's not set up to be a reader. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not set up to be a sign holder. You know, but you have to start somewhere. You don't come into a job talking about your first day and you looking at the owner of the company or the manager, the store manager, whatever that manager is, like, yo, I want to make what you make. How the fuck does that sound, man?
They're gonna look at you like you're stupid.
Like, nigga, I'll make what you make. I can run this whole store better than you.
Or they're gonna look at you like, yo, you haven't gone through the experiences
right,
to even understand, you know, how to handle the whatever situations that come about. Because you don't want to, whatever situations that happen, you know, you don't want to look stupid. You know what I mean? Something comes up, or even dealing with the scriptures. Somebody comes up and they may ask you something, and you look stupid. Like, I don't know how to. Like,
man,
you can't. That's especially if you are head of a camp, or if you know what I mean, or even if you're speaking by yourself. You know,
being what you call them, parakeets.
Right, you don't want to be a parakeet. You know, like we was talking about earlier. You know, the scriptures say, Isaiah, when he mentioned precept upon precept, but you got to know why Isaiah said that. You got to read the entire chapter to understand what that precept is talking about. You know what I mean? That's why the Lord said, blessed is he that read it.
That's right,
Because before you go out, what you do, you study to show thyself approved. But that's dealing with order as well.
That's right, bro.
You can't, like the brother said, you ain't going to just crawl out of rock and be like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Like,
yo, niggas think they Melchizedek.
Look at with Apollos.
Yo,
Apollos at the time of the baptism of John.
That's right.
But what? In due time, the Lord gave the increase.
That's right. Yup.
So, yeah, man, you just can't go around.
Man, just said we plant the seed, but the Lord giveth the increase.
Right.
You know
what? I got a precept, brother. This is the book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 8. It says, when thou art bidden of a man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room.
That's right. Hey, that's like what we just said, basically. You don't come into somebody's establishment, so to speak. Like if a brother invite you to his camp to speak, yo, man, you don't go up there like, yo, no, better if they invite you to the camp. Yo, brother, you can come up, man. You know, we fellowship together. You don't go up there with that mindset like, yeah, nigga, I'm taking over. I'm teaching. Yahweh put me here to do this. Nah, man, that's crazy. You know, you have to come in lowly, man. Come in humbly, man. You know, and let Yahweh sing outside lift you up, man. You know? Go ahead, bro. And I'm talking from experience, man. Because I'm like, yo, when I went up to the Men of Valor camp, man, with DTA, yo, and that's on camera, man, documented. I stood off on a sign like, yo, I'm going to just hold the sign. And let them brothers, yo, all right, nah, come over here. You know? And that's when you see things like that, and things like that happen to you, that's the Lord working, man. Because you're not boasting yourself, man. You stand in order. Because what at the end of the day, it says that we're all unprofitable servants, man. All our righteousness is as filthy rags, man. You know? So you have to, it's order, man. It all starts with order, man. You know?
And if I may add, you know, I fell victim of that myself, you know. But if you don't learn from it, if you don't repent from that and examine the errors of your ways, then it's going to be hard for you to correct that.
That's right.
And if you don't have men around you that's of experience, then they're not going to correct you of that. You know, they're just going to let you just, whatever, let him do what he wants.
That's right.
But that just shows love and order amongst the brotherhood. Because even in the mafia, bro, you don't just go, oh, I want to speak to the Godfather.
I'm the Godfather now.
You got to go to the messenger. Let him know. He's going to let the Godfather know.
That's right.
You know, it like that, just like the angels.
That's right. Who's the Godfather? Yahweh.
Exactly. Yeah. So when you send your prayers up to the heavens,
that's right.
Who you think carries it?
The angels.
The most, the angels to
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai to Yahweh.
Right.
You know?
And Yahweh Shai, I buy Lord, your dad, man. See, he's alright. He's one of my men.
Bro,
you know,
just
the one
like,
that you gave me, you know?
Just like dealing in a family. You know, I lived with a bunch of siblings. And the moms, my pops, and you know, the parents, they whooped the older ones' ass. Why? Because they knew better.
There you go.
They're like, yo, you know, your little, the younger brothers, your younger sisters is gonna follow your ways.
That's right, bro.
You know, don't be doing shit like that.
That's right, bro.
You know, because then they gonna think it's okay.
That's right.
You know, so if you have the elders of your camp, you know, y'all going off, y'all gotta check yourselves, because if not, the younger men of that camp is gonna follow their ways, not knowing better.
That's right.
You know.
Yup.
So y'all gotta examine each other one by one. You know, and that's also like the brother mentioned. You gotta deal with each other even outside of the camp, so y'all could telepathically understand each other.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
Once you be around a brother enough, you'll start getting it. But hey, you even got you will know how the brother is. That's the importance of after camp. You know, you go out, hang out, and stuff like that. But you might have some brothers you just click like that, man. You know. But that was a hell of an analogy, man. The comparison to the family and they beat the older kids' ass because they, like you said, they know better. You know, they're not gonna come in and yo, what you think gonna happen when your Yahweh Shai come back? If you know better and you're not teaching them, he gonna fuck you up.
What the Lord said, he's gonna start his sanctuary first.
That's right, bro. That's right.
You know?
That's right.
So it says Luke, I'm gonna go back to Luke 14 and 8. It says, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him.
That's right. So you come in, you want to sit in somebody else's seat, thinking that you want to, take control and all that. Then the man at that seat that was for, who the Yahweh Shai chose, just like the man that when you come to that wedding, you're gonna be like, oh nah, that's not for you, bro. Just like if you go to a football game or a basketball game, you pay for your tickets. Even on a plane or something, you pay for your tickets. They give you a specific seat that you're supposed to sit in. Now what's that? That's order. You have to look at that, and that order came out that computer, how they set up the system. This truth is set up as a system, man. You know. So you get your ticket and all that. Now you go sit in the wrong seat because say you go to a football game. Now you like, oh, I got these nosebleed seats. Nigga, you ain't make enough money to sit down on the field. You know what I'm saying? So you be like, oh, I got these nosebleed seats. Oh, but that chair right there is open. I'm gonna go sit there because the man who bought that seat or whose seat that is, he ain't get there yet. Now you go down there and sit in his seat and you get embarrassed when this entourage come through. Yo, what you doing? Oh man, yo, you gotta move. Yo, go back to that seat up there, your seat. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing in this truth, man. You got men through the spirit, and it's all spiritual, man. You know, that's why you be humble, man. And you might be in that situation where the man that's down there, he might know you or whatever. See, oh, that's my man. Yeah, bring him down here. That's my buddy right there. Yeah, he can sit right here with me. You know, because he heard about you or whatever. So you're not boasting yourself. Your works are the ones that's being boasted. You know, for what? Yahweh Shem Shai. You know,
that's spiritual. Cause I got that's spiritual.
And that's why you're supposed to do what? Stay in order, man. I'm gonna keep saying that during this lesson, man. You know, stay in order, man.
Your house.
That's right.
Your house, man. Listen, your house. First of all, when the scriptures speak about your house, it starts with you first, because the Lord dwelleth in us. We are the temple.
That's right, bro.
So, you know, this goes double for us because we're bringing it out, but even eating better.
That's right.
You know, your health.
Matter of fact, that's starting with us.
It starts with you. Right. You know, so you're not going to tell somebody else about order when your ass is eating motherfucking, excuse my French, but you eat McDonald's and shit.
Yo, you shouldn't eat that McDonald's, but I got a Big Mac in my fucking hand.
You got the cheese on your fucking bed and shit.
Sauce falling down my lips.
Telling them, yo, you can't be doing this and that. Because look, that also leads up to hypocrisy, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We out there telling people, you know, the those that may believe and come to the fold, whoever they are, you know, we telling them, because we got to lead by example.
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right, bro. That's right.
You know, that it starts with you first, because the kingdom of heaven, it's not like you just going to sit back and wait for the crown. Nah, the kingdom starts with you.
That's right, bro.
We got to walk in that royal mentality. You know? But it says, Galatians, we got a few. Galatians, alright. Galatians chapter 6, and I'm going to start at 2 throughout 4. It says, bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Yahushua Mashiach. For if a man think of himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another.
That's right, bro. Damn. And yo, bearing each other's burdens, man, you gotta put yourself in your brother's shoes too, man. You know?
Yeah.
And that's showing compassion. You got niggas and this is out of order too. Like the brother might order something, you know, you see him, he might be like, yo, bro, you know what? I got you. I'm gonna buy you something to eat. This, that, and the third. Now you see that brother eating a modest meal, you know, to the comparison, like say the brother orders like a slice of pizza or something, you know, and he be like, yo, bro, I treat you to something to eat. And you see him eating a slice of pizza, but you go order a whole fucking pizza and shit, you know? That's not bearing his burden because you're not thinking about what that brother's going through. You know, and that's being inconsiderate and that's out of order, man.
Being selfish, you're thinking about yourself.
That's right. So you gotta be that and what it start with, being in order, man. You don't take advantage of your brother, you don't defraud your brother, man. But all that starts with what? Order, man. You have to be in order to do these things, man. You know, and you got a lot of disorderly brothers out there, man. You know? And then like you said, what? If you think you something, you nothing, man. You know what Michael Jackson, you ain't bad, you ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you got brothers thinking, and what it say, wisdom puffeth up, man. You know? And brothers out there like they fucking Superman and all that, man. You know? So you just gotta like, hey man, just stay in order, bro. You know?
Yeah, look, that all leads to being instruction, experience, going through experiences, being humble. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I speak as a man. You know, I grew up, you know, going through being homeless, going through not, you know, being able to eat, you know, eating rice and eggs and having to go to the school lunches to have your belly sat. You know what I mean? So we understood as a family, you know, in a carnal sense, how to feed each other.
That's right.
How to look out for each other.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's being what in order.
Because a lot of brothers haven't had the proper guidance. An older brother in their family, a father figure to teach them. So when they come into this truth, they don't really understand how to walk as being your brother's keeper.
That's right. See,
you know
like
what I mean?
Old man.
And
I feel susceptible to that too. That's right, brother.
No?
That's right, Salaki, bro.
No, you got it, brother.
That's right. But yo, like you said, man, and that's experience, man. You have brothers that's homeless, man, that's been homeless, myself included, you know. That's why me and this brother, we click, man, like saying, talking and telling each other story and all that. You know, that makes you feel for your brother, like, damn, man, he went through this, so you have to keep that order, that respect about each other, man.
Even the elders, man.
That's right, bro. Yeah, the Apostle Tahar and the Apostle Gabar, man. They were telling their stories and shit. I'm like, damn. But hey, and guess what? That's all a test of your faith when you come into this thing, you know? Because the Lord is looking for men, you know? And you going to be tested all the way till we up out of here, man. and the ultimate test is coming. You know, so that's why you have to be in that order, man, and understand what you're learning and know that to be the truth. You know. So,
that's right. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people.
That's right. And wise judges who? Yahweh, the ultimate judge, man. And he instructs Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah does what? He instructs the men. You know? So a wise judge right now, you have Solomon, man. A wise judge. Because they say was one of the wisest judges. You know? You have what? Now Apostle Tahar. And then, you know? Those, they're and yo, we're the judges, man. You know? Because we're the saints. We're going to judge the world. You know? Starting with the elect. You know, so you have to be in order, man. And you have to have wisdom. And how do you get wisdom? Through experience, man. Wisdom and understanding, man, comes through experience. You can't just come and try to judge people and you don't know shit. You know? The hell you look like?
Yeah, that's like when you in your family home.
Huh.
You know, your little one go off, you're gonna put him in punishment.
Yeah,
or if they want something, they want a toy. They see on TV. You gotta make them earn it.
That's
Go
right.
through chores.
That's right, bro.
You know, clean the dishes, throw out the trash.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So they
That's
can
right.
earn it.
That's
you
right.
know what I mean? We're not just gonna sit back and wait for the crown. Oh yeah, I'ma just wait here till. Nah, the Lord condemned shit like that.
That's
Slugger,
right, bro.
you know, about lukewarm or sluggard or.
And that's how you be able to judge certain brothers in this when it comes to this truth. Once you get seasoned and you've been around, that's all comes from that experience. You know what I'm saying? And the Spirit works with you too. You know, so you can look at a brother and be like, nah, I don't think that brother's gonna make it. Hey, and then even with that, you still could be wrong, man. You know? Yeah, so you have to make wise decisions, pray on things, you know, fast and all that, you know. And pray that the Spirit is working with you because you don't want to make that ultimate wrong decision, man. You know, just by listening to what somebody else said. You know, that's why you're supposed to hear the whole matter. You know, and hearing the whole matter and going through experience similar or going through those same experiences, that gives you that more
understanding.
Yeah, kind of that more understanding to handle situations, man. But it all starts with what? Staying in order, man.
This goes in. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
That's right.
As the
well
judge,
ordered, man. Go ahead.
Verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Damn.
And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
So what's that? That's meaning that man went through that experience. He know how to conduct himself and he know how to judge. So if he's a righteous judge and he's judging the city, those people are going to be in line. They're going to be in what? Order. Exactly. Because what? His city, he's the judge and his city is a reflection of what? Him. Just like if you're the head of your household, you're the man. Your family is the reflection of you. Your woman is the reflection of you. Your children are the reflection of you. So they have to be in what? In order, man. You know? So you have to be a wise judge, man, to do these things. You're not going to have a foolish judge. He don't give a fuck how this city is as long as he's on top. Like you got what? The Rothschilds, man. Prime example. He said, give me control of the city's money and I care not who makes their laws. That's not a wise judge, man. Because he don't give a fuck who makes the laws. Just bring me the money. You know? Show me the money. You know? But if you have a wise judge, man, he's going to be like, no, fuck that. We ain't selling out. We have some integrity, you know? And this is how we going to run it, the way how Bashing outside told us to. And you can't make that man waver, man. And anybody that tries to go against that, they get that punishment, man.
Yo, because you scattered the sheep that way.
That's right, bro. That's right.
Just like these other camps with their false doctrines. You know, they scattering the sheep. Why? Because their house ain't in order.
That's right,
their
bro.
Their church ain't in order. That's why Yahweh Shah in the book of Revelation went to the churches and called them the synagogue of Satan.
There you go, bro.
Because what Satan does, he deceives.
That's right,
You know what I mean?
Like you got what? You got the comfy. All these different churches, they're not in order, man. And they scattering the sheep, and 9 times out of 10, or I'm going to say 10 times out of 10, behind the scenes, the woman is running it, man. You know, the woman is running it. Because you see, they're not even supposed to speak in these churches.
That's right.
You know? But they in there giving their input. lusting over another man. That's all confusion and it's out of order, man.
Yo, you had camps have the Passover women, and they over there dancing.
That's right.
Remember, I believe that the brother Gabar and Gabar from Nevada and the brother Taziah from DTA, they were speaking about it.
Yeah,
how women dancing, and the other men is looking, lusting after the other man's wife. That's
right. When you hold the Passover, that's a solemn assembly, and that's for the men. All right. If you want to hold your own personal Passover with your family, so be it. But that's for the men, man. And the men come together and hold that. Not inviting boys to men and all these other different fools that have nothing to do with the Passover, even if they are Israelites. But they're Gentiles, man. They're in that Gentile state of mind. So how the hell you want to invite them into a solemn assembly, which happened back there in Egypt, which was a representation of us being delivered and the death angel passing over us, man? And you want to have a fucking a show like that, man? That's out of order, man.
That's why the Lord ain't dealing with all these unity camp. Because
right.
How you gonna fellowship with somebody that prays to another God?
That's right.
It's like,
that's right.
It's like
they praying to Jesus, and they like, oh, Jesus is the reason for this season. That bullshit, man. Yeah, and they thinking Jesus, you thinking Yahweh Shah, they thinking Jesus, but you invited this nigga to the Passover.
Yeah, that's wicked. Scripture say, how can two work together except they be agreed?
That's right, brother.
That's order as well.
That's right, brother.
Because just like
case in point, that's right, brother.
The Lord made the animals in order in nature. You got the lions stick with the lions, the monkeys with the monkeys. You know what I mean? The giraffes with the giraffes. Even nature knows of order without being taught it.
That's right.
It's just natural. It's like, you know what I mean? You got the Arabs with the Arabs, the Chinese with the Chinese, the Japanese with the Japanese.
And guess what? They all live like you said, nature. They all live in that jungle, man. That's why they call it the concrete jungle. But they know their boundaries. They're able to live peaceably amongst another because they understand that the chain of life, man. What they call the circle of life. You have predators, you have prey. It's all order, and that keeps the everything rotating, man. You don't see no fucking, and then order. You don't see no a male lion shaving off his beard. This whole place is out of order, man. So what? You gotta stay in order, man.
I got some.
And the order is what? The law, statutes, and commandments of the scriptures, man. And that's how you pattern yourself and you study, examine yourself. You constantly examine yourself, man.
Exactly.
Not trying to put yourself on no pedestal, man.
Lest you be a castaway.
That's right, bro. That's right, man. You study, constantly examine yourself, man.
Just look at Saul. Saul was, that top man.
That's right, bro.
But once he fell out of order and disobeyed what the Most High said, don't leave none alive. You know what I mean? He left them alive. He disobeyed him.
What's that? He disobeyed what orders, man?
I got something.
Disobey orders. That's like, the Lord gave you a direct order. Or as a matter of fact, case in point, if you in the military, and they be like, you gotta kill all these niggas, and you feel bad for the child because they was with the family, that child grows up and comes to kill your ass. You know what I mean? Or he could just kill you because you had mercy on him, and you might leave out or whatever, and you hold him prisoner or whatever, he escape and kill all y'all, man. Why? Because you were supposed to slay him, man. You follow orders, man. Be in order, man.
Right. That's what's going to keep you stable.
That's right, brother.
And I got this 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh.
That's right.
And is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of God may be perfect throughout, thoroughly furnished unto all good works.
That's right. So what's that, man? That's order, man. And you use these scriptures for everything, counsel everything. You know, and that's and you examine yourself just like that, man. You know, then that keeps you in what order, man. You know, because if you didn't have any order, if this book wasn't written to keep you in order, you would be known as what? A brute beast. That's why these other nations are considered that brute beasts. Why? Because they don't have no order. They don't have no structure. They don't have no life. And what's the life? The laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know.
If I may add, that's why the Lord said, "Stay at the straight gate." I'll be paraphrasing. Because if you're in the broad places, you can go east, west, north, south, and your mind could be hindered by all that's out there.
That's right,
you know, because it's like Satan's playground.
That's right, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's right. What they say, an idle mind is the devil's playground, man. Because you constantly, if you don't keep your mind occupied all the time, and I suggest the scriptures, man. But if you like just nothing, no type of plan or nothing, you gonna run around and bump your head on every fucking thing, man. Because you don't have no structure with you. You don't have no order. You know, the orders are given to you through the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You know, that's why these niggas eat anything. You know, go fuck with other men's wives. You know, do whatever they have sex with animals, man. All type of abominable shit, man. Do all type of drugs. Overdo it. Gluttonous, man. You know? And then once and there's no balance either. So now once the shit hits the fan, you're like, oh man, I'm all fucked up. And why you all fucked up? Why? Because you didn't have any order. You didn't have any structure about yourself, man. And that's spiritually and physically, man. You know?
What's that scripture where it mentions what man buildeth and not look, you know, if he can't finish or whatever?
I got it.
The scriptures tell you basically all this is plain upon tables.
That's right, bro.
You know, to those if thou can receive it. Right? So the Lord gave us the blueprint. You know, it's like doing like an architecture. You know, the architect, he calculates everything and he visualizes it and he puts it on paper. You know, this is how it should be built. And then they get the construction workers to do that. You know what I mean? So the Lord has the kingdom of heaven already plain and built out.
The blueprint on
We're the ones that's just building that tabernacle of David now.
That's right. It's
you know
being
what I mean?
built. And when you go.
By the instruction that the Lord gave us, to the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right, bro. Now, what was that scripture on?
What man intending to build, I believe. I mean, if brothers got it on the common board, you know, it'd be beautiful if you could bring it out.
Baba Kashar.
Baba Kashar. So that's what's gonna help you, cause you can't start something and not finish it. You know what I mean? You can't half-ass. You know, cause then it's like, is either you in it or you out.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, that's part of that's even part of going to the chastisement of the Lord. Because it tells you, despise not the chastisement of the Lord. Because if your child, you know, bucks up against you after you chastise him for a righteous reason, and they want to go against what you say, you know, that's going to get you even more mad. You know what I'm saying? So when you do that to your fellow brothers, that's going to get the Lord even more upset.
No, what you said what a man intends to build.
Intends to build, and not finish. I believe.
What scripture talks about what a man intends to build and not finish? You talking about Luke 14:28?
Yeah, I got one swift one before the brother brings that out. Because this, you know, for the sake of stability, Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So, you know, and you got younger brothers that just mention that as far as Jacob's trouble. No, that's talking about at all times. You're supposed to always keep that wisdom and knowledge. So what? No matter what you do, whatever decision you make, it shall keep you stable. You see? You know what I mean? So it's not just referring to as, oh, if I get stuck in a jungle, I'm okay. No, because at that time you ain't gonna be able to make videos, or you ain't gonna be able to read the scriptures. You know what I mean? It has to be embedded in you. You know, so you have to grow through it.
Yo, alright, that's a heavy one. Salak, I appreciate you just charging me up.
That's good.
You want to bring that up? Or?
Just like how Eve brought that wicked philosophy unto Adam. She brought that whole order out of chaos. It's like, yo, even with Esau, order out of chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But they
do it wickedly.
See, yeah, Esau, they set this shit up. They set up the chaos. And then when they're trying to bring some type of order to it, when it's really it's not even going to be no order, because it's still going to be chaos. You know?
Bro, that's not leaven.
That's right, brother.
You can't have a church filled with leaven.
That's right, brother. That's right. That's right, brother.
Because a little bit, you know, it's the small things that you got to watch out for. Why? Because it leads, it adds up. You know, it keeps going. If you don't examine yourself, your household, your brothers around you, the church, yo, man.
Okay. You want this precept?
You got it, bro.
Alright, this is the book of Luke, chapter 14, starting at verse 28, backing up with the brothers who brought out earlier. It says, "For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first, and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Least happily after he hath laid the foundation, and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him."
It's like, bro, it's like if you are intending to build a building, you gotta do it in order. You gotta write the blueprint. You gotta calculate the measurements of you know what I mean, of being a carpenter.
Where you gonna put the electric and all that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? How the plumbing's gonna run and all that shit.
Right, exactly. Because you don't want to have your house tilted or anyway.
Foundation too.
So you have to what? You have to envision it before everything. You have to see ahead. You have to plan ahead. You know, that's how you set your things in order. What type of job you want. What type of, whatever your goals may be. As long as it's righteous. In righteousness, you have to look ahead. You have to plan ahead. Set goals. You know what I mean? Some brothers like to write things down. You gotta set goals for yourself.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So, let all things be done in decent and in order, the scriptures say. So.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna read this last 29 again. It says, "Least happily after he have laid the foundation, and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, This man began to build and was not able to finish. Or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first, and consoleth whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000, or else while the other is yet a great way off, he sendeth an ambassadors and desireth conditions of peace." It's
like how is a king going to defend his kingdom if he doesn't have a strategic plan?
That's right.
You know, yeah, let's just go to war.
Yeah.
You don't just
like Donald Trump.
Like there's chess pieces in going to war. You know, it's like how with the trade wars going on, you got Trump trying to take away the pipelines, so that way China won't get the, you know what I mean, go through the gas, right. get the oil, Salaki. You know what I mean? So everything is strategic.
That's right.
You know, even the way you speak. When you speak to somebody, and if you say something, you know how that person's gonna be.
That's right, bro.
You know what I mean? But when it's somebody stop her, I believe, and they start to mock him, it's like if somebody's bringing out the word, or if you got a construction worker, he's like, yo, I can't do no more. I can't do more. It's like, yo, what the fuck we paid you for? Like, what you working here for? What you signing a contract for? Like, that's why you can't be, you know, you got to make sure you're able to finish, man. You know?
That's right, brother. That's right. You got no precepts?
I think I covered it all. You pretty much covered it all.
Well, with that, man, the whole basically the whole thing, man, is brothers stand in order, man. You know. Oh shit.
Yeah, you grow. You gotta grow through it. You gotta grow with through experiences, being humble, and not being emotional. Because if you're emotional, that's just gonna cloud your judgment.
That's
just
right.
like a woman.
That's right.
She deals. You can't deal with off of impulse. At the moment. At the moment. I'm just gonna go at the moment. Like the Lord don't deal with that.
That's right, bro.
Even the Lord is long suffering.
Because
it tells you in Wisdom of Solomon that the Lord bringeth judgment little by little and leave a place of repentance.
That's right.
Roughly paraphrasing.
That's right, bro.
So.
That's right, man. You gotta, don't try to take that higher seat, man. You know, stay in order, man. Because like the apostle to hard on him, man, tell you, it's levels to this thing, man. It's levels to this truth, man. You can't come in thinking you're on a high level, cause them demons will bust your ass, man. Man, prime example, like what's that scripture, real quick, Brother Bashar, when he said when the one dudes they try to come and cast out the demons, and the demons were like, Peter, do I know?
I got
you. Do I know?
I got you.
And then them demons jumped on their ass and jacked their ass up. Why? Because they was going above their pay grade, man.
Even they,
yeah, they went above their pay grade, and that's what happens even in this truth. You got brothers to come in, and they try to hop on that high level, and they end up getting taken out, man. Because you'll have somebody come up there, and we see this time and time again. All you gotta do is watch brothers' videos, man. And you're supposed to study during the week, and you don't go beyond your means, man. And you can simply shut something down by simply saying, because you're giving them an answer, I don't know, I'll look into it. And I saw the Apostle Tahar do that many a times. As great as a man he is, yeah.
If you don't know, put your hand over your mouth, I believe.
That's right. And as great as a man as I believe Apostle Tahar is, I know, and much knowledge that man had, when I was in his presence, and the brother asked him a question, he was like, hey brother, man, I don't know. And I looked at him like, oh shit. But that was a humble answer, man, and it was sincere, Because you'll have a dude to try to tap dance around the question and make up something, shuck and jive and all that, man.
So the scriptures even tell you in the Proverbs, even a fool that keepeth his mouth closed seemeth wise.
That's right, kind.
Sometimes.
And hey man, that's being in order too.
Right.
But I just want to bring up this last precept. You got that?
Yeah, the book of Acts.
We just bring up this last precept, man. We're going to shut it down.
Acts 19, and I'm going to start at 13. It says, Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to go over them, which had evil spirits. See
that? It said they took it upon themselves, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem outside and now ordained them to do that, man. And then that says it clearly. They took upon themselves, man. So they didn't have the power or the order or the say so or the go. They didn't get the green light from Yahweh Ba'ashem outside. Go ahead. And on top of that, those demons knew that. Them demons know what level you on, man. Because if them demons recognize who Yahweh Shai is, and Peter and all that, they recognize them spirits too.
Or even Satan, when the Lord told him of what he can do to Job.
That's right. Because he had to get the order. And he couldn't go out of order, man. He got the order from who? Yahweh Shai, man. He set those bounds that he could do to Job that he couldn't pass. He said you could do whatever you want around him at first, because he had to go back twice. The first time he touch anything around Job. That's my man. He ain't gonna front on me. Now he said, well, because you did this, you didn't afflict him. Now he want more authority. But he knew who Job was, man. Job's kids got knocked off. Why? Because they wasn't Job, man. They wasn't on Job's level. So you can't come in this thing thinking that you somebody you not, man. We all had to come from somewhere, man. Even the apostles, man. They came from the bottom, man, to now they at the top. You know? Even Abba Bivens, man. You know?
Through the spirit.
That's right, bro.
The scripture say the greater thou art, the more humble thou shalt.
That's right. And yo, Khan, brother. And the leader was what? Like Yahushua, what did he do? He was in order, he was a servant, man.
He watched the disciples.
That's right. Man. And I look at certain, I was to Zion, man, I seen how when we be at certain holy days, how he get the grill, but it'd be ordered, one brother get the grill, and the elders giving plates out, serving plates and shit. You don't gotta do that if he was a arrogant dude. You could be like, man, fuck y'all niggas. You get your own plate. Y'all serve me. And that's a wicked ruler, man, or a wicked elder. Well, you could tell, man, how they move, man. You know?
And that's leading by example.
That's right.
Not like a dictator.
And you serving the brothers, man.
And are we servants?
That's right.
We gotta serve each other.
That's right.
Like Yahushua.
That's right. And one of the service that we're doing now is feeding the sheep, man. You know, we could be like, man, fuck that, we going to sleep tonight, man. You know, brother, we could go get a couple drinks or you know, just study amongst ourselves or whatever, man. You know, me and his brother decide, yo, we going to hop on, man, feed the sheep. You know? And that's his service, man. You know? What is the word, bro?
This is, it says, the certain of the vagabond exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits. The name of the Lord, Yahushua, saying, we enjoin you by Yahushua, whom Paul preacheth. And there were 7 sons of one Sceva, a Jew and chief of the priests, which did so. And the evil spirits answered and said, Yahushua I know.
See that? They say Yahushua I know. Go ahead.
And Paul I know.
And Paul I know.
But who are ye?
Basically, who the fuck are you, man? Like, cause Yahushua has so much power, man. When he was casting them demons out, he commanded them not to speak his name and not to say who he was. Because it wasn't time for it to be revealed to those people, man. You know? And that's in what? I believe the book of that's in the book of Mark. When you the first couple chapters, you know, because Mark starts off with Yahushua, his ministry, you know, and he commanded those demons not to say who he was, man, you know. Now that's powerful, because if he was a boastful dude, what he was doing? Yeah, let them, man. I'm casting these demons out of you, but let these niggas know who I am on your way out. You know?
Right.
But Yahushua didn't do that. He commanded them not to say his name. You know? But that's how powerful that is. They knew who Yahushua was. You know? And they know who Peter was. Because what? Peter was what? Yahweh's top apostle. That was his right hand man. You know? Shalom, Yahweh
Shalom, Yahweh That's a swift one. Proverbs 1:5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels.
That's right, man.
To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings.
The bro said these demons, Salafi, bro. But he said that these demons recognize the spirit of the prophets.
Remember when we was walking that day at the camp?
And
the dude, it was 2 dudes and like 2 girls. And he's looking at us like, goodness.
But they'll look at you like when the spirit is around you or on you. And you know, this whole earth is filled with demons, man. Because you got a spiritual realm and the physical. But these demons are on these people. And you might just finish camp and the spirit's still around you and shit. And you'll see how people look like. Case in point, like when Yahushua, when he came to with the one demons, I think it was Legion, you know, and he sent them into the pigs. They asked him to cast into the pigs, but they looked at Yahushua like, yo, what is you doing? You here for us now? Like they thought that he was gonna kill him now. Like, oh shit, it ain't your time yet. You know, so that's the same spirit that you know that's on the Akim that the Lord ordained for that, man.
And even the animals knew.
That's right.
About the demons. That's why they what they do? They jump off the cliff or something like that.
Come.
You know?
Come, bro. Come.
These animals are spiritual.
That's right, brother. Yeah, come.
You know?
But yo, finish that out. Baba Kashar.
Proverbs.
Back in Acts. With the demons.
Oh, okay,
okay.
Pop back
on the order real quick. You know.
Yeah. This is Acts, chapter. Slaki, bear with me.
Nah, you good, bro. But yeah, just to finish out the point on these demons. Know, man. The demons know who we are, man. You know.
Acts chapter 19 and verse 15 says, and the evil spirit answered and said, Yahushua I know, and Paul I know, but who are ye?
Keep going.
And the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them.
See that now? That right there lets you know it's levels and it's order to this thing. Because if these dudes was in order, they wouldn't even try to cast those demons out. And those demons knew that they were stronger than them at that time, man. You know, the demons knew that they were stronger than them, and their faith wasn't strong enough to cast them out. You know, because it said Yahweh I know, and Peter do I know, but who are you? You know, so they like a dude that just try to come in because they might have saw Yahweh do miracles. They might have saw Peter and them do miracles, and the apostles do miracles, and they took it upon themselves like, oh, they did that. They just like us, bro. They say Yahweh name. We know Yahweh name. Come on, we gonna cast out these demons. And them demons like, nah, man. Jumped on their ass, man. You know? Jumped on their ass, and then not just did they jump on their ass, they tormented their ass, man. You know? Go ahead, brother.
It says, and the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them and prevailed against them, so that they fled out of that house.
Damn, so they put them on the run, man.
Naked and wounded.
Naked and wounded, man. That mean they whooped their ass, man. You know? They got too big for their britches, man. They went above their pay grade, man.
And that was written for a testimony. If you read on, it says,
go ahead,
and this was known to all the Jews.
See that?
And Greeks.
That's right.
Also.
That's right.
Dwelling at Ephesus, and fear fell on them all.
That's right. See that? That's right.
And the name of the Lord Yahushua was magnified.
Yeah. So now you got dudes trying to. Now what we doing? We going on the highways and hedges. We cast out demons, man. Basically, that's what you're doing. You know, you calling people on you showing Yasharala their transgressions. Now you trying to cast out this demon. That demon can hop on you. Now you got more demons on you, and you bring that back to the fold, man. That's why you gotta be circumspect and and keep the scope A on these dudes, man. You know, especially these new dudes that just come in. Like, where you come from? You know?
Yeah.
You gotta watch these dudes, man, because you don't know. And they trying to test out something because they saw it. They don't have no background, man. You know? And you have to do background on people, man.
Scriptures tell you about men that crept in on the widows.
There you go. You know? And hey, man, you had that with Judas, but Yahweh Shah knew that Judas was going to be the one to betray him. Now, if you go to St. John chapter 6 and about the 66th verse, you know, and in that frame from 66 and you start up around 58 and you read those scriptures down, it lets you know that Yahweh Shah knew that Judas was going to betray him, but he just let things play out. Why? Because Yahweh Shah had those powers, man. Right now we don't have them. We have them on a low level. You know, you might think like, oh man, that brother, you know, but that's why you keep the scope pay on him, man. But Yahweh Shah ain't had to do that. He already knew. You know, he knew what he had to do.
Right.
You know, and those spirits, you know, like I say, those spirits, so things have to be done decently in order, and you have to stay in order, man. You know, be circumspect and watch what goes on. You can't, everybody's not set up to be a teacher, man. Everybody's not set up to be a head, man. You know, everybody's not set up to be a leader. You know? Right. So you first of all, stay in order and play your position, man. We're all one body, and everybody has the body has members and limbs and all that, and everybody has a job to do. Play your job, man. You know, play your position, man. You know, to the best of your ability. Because them demons know, man. And they will hop on your ass. And that's why I wanted to bring that out last, man. You was spending the power of how about sitting outside. You know?
And if you don't grow in the spirit, then you're gonna be overtaken by these spirits.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So you gotta literally grow and read the testimonies of the book. Let's see that read it.
That's right.
So you gotta literally grow, you know, and because the scriptures tell you that the Yahushua is divine.
That's right, bro.
You know,
that's
so
right.
we're supposed to grow from that.
And
I mean, you brothers can look up the vine and how trees and plants and how it grows through that, but
that's right. That's like the veins, man.
The veins, you know? And we're what? The branches.
That's right, bro.
You know, a branch keeps going. The
That's
branch, it keeps, you know what I mean?
Con.
But if you're not growing, then it's like
the truth for.
It's like you're in a dangerous predicament.
Yeah,
you know, you're in the truth and you still doing the shit you did in the world. You know what I mean?
They're like one of them branches that's dead, about to fall off. You know what I'm saying? When you think about a tree, and that tree it's a beautiful tree, and you might have one branch with no leaves or nothing. It's fucking dead. It's just sitting there. Yeah, it's just dead for nothing.
Farmers gonna cut it off like y'all don't need this.
That's right, bro.
What fruit are you bearing to me?
That's right. That's like Yahweh said. What? You gonna cut off the dead part of this tree, man? The dead, stagnant, out of order, disorderly, you know, sluggards, they gonna get cut off, man. You know, but the elect they're gonna remain, man. You know, as many are called, few are chosen, man. Remember that. You know, and we are like the sand on the sea. So you think about one little piece of sand, one little grain, and as much as sand as you see on the freaking beach, and only 144 pieces of sand is going to get saved to be the government and multitudes. That's still a small remnant, man. So let that sink in, man.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So brothers get high-minded and shit.
Because you got to understand, like a forest, you got the mother tree,
the
biggest tree. But the roots is what connects to the other trees to spring forth.
That's right, bro.
And that's how they grow, and that's what creates the forest.
That's right.
You know? So it builds that forest. It builds that like, what, I don't know, that foundation of life right there. You know what I mean? You got, if you're not right according to yourself, if you're not growing, if you're not examining yourselves, if you're not even correcting, because we all go off,
that's right, bro.
But if you're not correcting yourself, you know what I mean, and showing other brothers, you know, how to correct themselves according to the scriptures and their testimony,
that's right.
And what's written is like, there's not gonna be any growth, man.
That's right, bro.
You know, and
that's right.
It'll be like a house on sand.
That's right.
You know?
Simple.
Yeah.
With that, man, we hope that this lesson was edifying. Hope it made sense, man. Hope we ain't rambling on too much, man. To the next lesson, we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Death to America.
Death to America.
We're almost out of here.
God. Kingdom of heaven is none.
That's right.